Welcome back to the channel. Today's video is going to shock you. Now listen closely, because what you're about to hear isn't just another celebrity breakdown. This is about what wasn't shown, who mysteriously disappeared from a record-breaking documentary, and why certain names seem permanently protected. Jaguar Wright is claiming censorship at the highest level, and if she's right, this isn't just about 50 Cent or Diddy. It's about power, money, and who controls the narrative when the truth gets too dangerous.
The actual documentary being worked on.
Well, see, this is the thing. I can believe that it was happening. At what purpose? See, and that's the thing. Like, my opinion about all of this stuff is so much different than your average person's, and my outlook is so much different than your average person's. Did I believe that it was possible? Absolutely. Why wouldn't he be able to do a documentary? Why wouldn't he be able to bring in Alexandria to come and put this together? Like, the woman who directed this, she doesn't even seem to have a background in hip-hop at all.
Here's why this matters so much. When a documentary positions itself as the definitive truth, anything left out becomes just as important as what's included. Jaguar isn't saying this project lacked effort, she's saying it lacked courage. And that's a big accusation when the audience is being told this is the full reckoning. So the question becomes, was this about justice or about damage control? Calling something a mockumentary isn't just an insult, it's a challenge to your intelligence as a viewer. Jaguar is basically saying, you already knew this, and they're pretending you didn't. And when you start looking at who's missing, her anger starts to make sense. This isn't about ego. This is about selective truth. Because when you water things down, you don't just protect reputations, you erase accountability. This is where things stop feeling accidental. Jay-Z barely mentioned. Clive Davis, a man with majority ownership, almost invisible. That's not oversight. That's editing with intent. When the most powerful people in the room get the least screen time, you have to ask who benefits from that silence. Jaguar isn't guessing here, she's pointing at the math. Ownership, influence, and access don't just vanish. They get protected.
The worst celebrity, like, that you've been around was like the most full of sin. I know no sin is greater, but like, just was like, damn, this
Clive Davis. Devil incarnate. Clive Davis. He Janis Joplin. He blackmailed Betty Wright so she wouldn't tell anybody that he Janis Joplin. He killed Whitney Houston. Dealing with Combs Enterprise. They come in and they work and they don't get paid.
Oh yeah. Oh, we're gonna build up to it real quick.
Yeah, so he was able to sell that footage to whomever he chose. The question is, how did anybody know about it? Like, that's the thing. Like, that's the part that, it's so funny because people they get so excited. But when you've got a lawyer like Mark Agnifilo who is orchestrating your possible surrender, because as you heard him say at the beginning of the documentary, he was very clear. It's almost the middle of September and there's no indictment. As you heard Diddy say, I've been an exemplary client like you've asked. You said I've been an excellent client. I came here. I did everything you asked me to do. That's what they're literally having this conversation.
Yeah, in that conversation, Diddy was worried about the outlook of the public versus the
outlook of the public. Oh, he was worried a lot more than that. You don't think? He literally sat there and said, we need comms. You sit there talking like an evil dictator. We need comms. We need a way into this conversation. We're losing, he said. We're losing. Losing what? What are you losing? But the key words that he said that were so important were, we need to be able to be speaking to the potential jurors. He said, you might only be the guy that watches CNN, but there's 9 billion people in the world, and 7 billion of them are on Instagram or TikTok. We need to have control of it. He said, we need to know how these potential jurors are thinking.
This part should make everyone uncomfortable. Because this isn't about guilt or innocence, it's about perception. If you can shape public opinion before a trial even starts, you're not defending yourself, you're engineering outcomes. Jaguar's point is chilling. Documentaries can become propaganda when timing, messaging, and reach all align. And once millions have formed opinions, justice doesn't walk into court neutral anymore. This might be the most disturbing section of all. Because when minors are involved, silence stops being neutral. It becomes complicity. Jaguar isn't just accusing individuals here. She's accusing a system that steps in only when money or liability is at risk. If footage like this exists and was cut, then the question isn't why she's angry, it's why more people aren't.
50 Cent is trying to take down Diddy.
No, he's trying to move Diddy and Jay-Z out the way so he can run it. And the truth is, I ain't mad at him. I just don't trust him. Because the truth is, he would just be another kind of monster in another kind of way. He don't want things to change. He just want to be the one that's running it. Curtis Jackson. They should check the EPA report since he's been there and the toxic waste he's been allowing to be dumped around the property of Millennium Studios for cheap cash. And I'm not saying allegedly, Curtis. I know what you're doing.
Here's the twist no one expected. Jaguar isn't defending Diddy, she's questioning the replacement. Because power doesn't disappear, it just changes hands. If accountability is real, it shouldn't stop where friendships, investments, or fear begin. And the silence from someone known for never staying quiet? That's loud. When the king of petty suddenly finds restraint, people notice.
50 isn't just as bad as Diddy. 50 actually has a heart. He's a lovable thug, you know? Somebody should ask Soulja Boy how loving he is. He's very loving. All that time they spent together and the way he believed in him. Oh my God. They were almost inseparable. Truth is, Curtis is a swish. Been a swish for many years. Everyone knows it. The reason why I haven't got behind Curtis Jackson is because the only reason he wants them out of the way is so he can take over.
Who's next?
Y'all don't see the lineup?
Yeah, we see the lineup. I'm just waiting to see who's next.
Jay-Z is setting Diddy up. Why is everyone having such a hard time? He ain't doing shit. He lined up D. Haven, stole his life and identity. He lined up Big L, stole his life and identity. He lined up Dame Dash, stole his life, identity, and took his love.
Last question. I asked you to do this earlier, but I just want you to do it even more, go detailed. What do you predict will happen next in the future? You know, it's like you see it before it happens.
Kathy White's true killer is going to be unveiled, and it's not a man. And that woman died screaming.
Anything else?
Yeah, show him the tape, Diddy. You got it.
Oh, man,
That might buy you a little time. You should probably stop looking for plastic surgeons. Looking for a new life, new face. We're going to hang you high. Jay-Z too. Beyonce too. And we're going to round up all the See, I love a good gay man. I just can't stand him. And that's what it is. You want to know what's going to happen next?
Yeah.
I'm about to fuck up America. Oh, this about to get fun.
Well, did he start snitching?
He better. Let's just keep it a buck. Let's keep it a bean. Stevie J should be charged. Mary J. Blige should also be charged. Jennifer Lopez should definitely be charged. Jay-Z should be charged. Khaled should be charged. Rick Ross should be charged. Usher should be charged and tried with him off of Justin Bieber. Tens of thousands of victims who have been waiting for justice for so long. Justice for Kim Porter, justice for Justin Bieber, justice for Cassie, justice for Tanya Rubin, justice for Little Rod, justice for Tierra Marie, even Princess Love for that matter, justice for Biggie, Pop, Nipsey, Pimp C, Hassan Jafar.
What you just heard isn't a clean story with heroes and villains. It's a warning about how narratives are managed, how truth gets filtered, and how victims are often last in line behind reputations. Whether you believe every claim or not, one thing is clear: silence has protected too many people for too long. If this breakdown shocked you, hit like, share your thoughts in the comments, and subscribe for more powerful celebrity drama.